Today is a speed build, so that means it is a yap session. So I hope that you guys like all the topics, because I don't know what it's going to be yet, that I'll bring up. Alright, see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, there's going to be a break for like 5 seconds. I just didn't do a good job editing it out, so I thought I was recording, um, for like 9 minutes of this build. Yeah, um, whoops. Um, Sorry if I look like a mess, and if I look tired, I think I got 4 hours of sleep last night. So we're here, and I think I woke up about an hour ago. So there is that. Um, this build, I didn't really know what I had in mind. All I know is that I kind of wanted to do a family home, especially since we have the new pack. Um, I wanted to try and use the new pack, and I have been really enjoying the dining room set that they've been giving us, so I do like using that. Um, Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Um, but I like using the dining room set. I probably could use more from this pack, but I am trying to hold myself back. Um, this house was very, very spacious. I probably could have made some areas like smaller. Um, but that didn't happen. So we're gonna deal with it. I think the area that probably could have been made smaller was the living room. Oh, or I could have added more. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I keep yawning. Um, but I probably could have added more into the living room. Which is something. Oh, spring break is over. I think I've already talked about that before, but I'm gonna start yapping about spring break. So spring break is over, and I thought that we weren't assigned anything during spring break. From my one teacher who I have 16, that's my 16-week course. So we're in the last 8 weeks, so this is the second half of the semester. Um, and so I thought I was free to lollygag and catch up on sleep. No, no, that's not what happened. So I'm looking at this Sunday, and I'm seeing a lot of assignments, and I'm sitting there like, hmm. So that was interesting. I have to get all those done. So I've been trying to focus on them. It's very, very difficult, but I'll get to it eventually. And then I just started my 8-week course. It's like a health course. So there's that. Um, and yeah, I've been going. I don't know, I've had a lot to do lately. Definitely, I never feel like that I ever have enough time, and I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, I need to go. But man, oh well. Uh, anyway, so that's been going on. My room's a mess right now. I don't know when it's not on video. I usually clean up my bedroom for some reason after the video. It happens every single time, like without fail. Once the video's over, I'm like, I think I want to clean my bedroom. So there's that. Um, you know, I kind of had like a headcanon for this build, which was, I mean, it's kind of basic, but I was thinking like, your parents live here with their children, and um, there's 2 kids. Again, that's why it's just called a 4-person home. I was gonna call it an empty house, but I was like, it's not empty. It's just not cluttered. Um, which I know there's a kid for cluttering, and I have been debating, like, it's like everyday clutter. I have been debating getting that one. Um, right now, if you don't know, there is a spring sale going on. It is up for the next 11 days, if I'm correct. So if you've been meaning to buy a pack, it's definitely worth it. I'm looking at an expansion pack, a gameplay pack, and I don't think it's called a kit, but it's the one with the green in the background. And now that I'm thinking about it, I have no clue what it's called. Let me see really quick. But basically, all those combined are only $36. Granted, one of the pack is like one of the gameplay packs is like 60% off. So that does make a difference. But still, that's enough to buy a expansion pack at full price. And I'm not gonna be able to remember the name of this, but we can definitely try. So they're called stuff packs. So I'm thinking about buying that. I want to sit on it a little bit longer just because I like to impulsively buy stuff. So, and I'm trying not to give myself that satisfaction at the moment. Um, so excuse me, but I definitely think that that's a possibility. It wouldn't be bad. I'm just worried I wouldn't do a good job. Um, sorry, look at my hair. No. I want to chop it all off. I told myself last night because I kept getting in my face. I was like, I'm gonna take a buzz cutter and if my hair keeps getting in my face. It is one of the joys about having long hair is you sit there all the time and you're like, I could just chop this all off right now. I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't test me. Like sometimes I'll get my fiance and I'm like, I need my hairbrush, but I don't want to brush my hair. I'm gonna chop this all off. Something's not done soon. So I'll just be like, hey, jeez. Listen, I can't sometimes. Or that's also another reason why my hair's up like all the time. Um, I just it's difficult. It's difficult to maintain. Like if I brush this right now, it's probably gonna do that silly poof thing again. Yeah. Well, it's not as bad as it was earlier, so that's nice. Um, sometimes my hair will like puff out. It's terrible. Sorry, I guess I'm giving you guys a little bit of ASMR. Um, wait 1 second, I gotta that hurt. I should not have done it the way that I brushed my hair. I guess we can do a little bit of a talk then. You guys want to brush your hair? And they say start at the bottom up. They do not mean like this. That's how I thought it was for like years. You start at this section, you do a small section until you feel like that you're not getting any more knots, tangles, and then you can move up a little bit more, go through a couple times, um, go up again, up another section, go down 2 or 3 times. Really matters what type of hair type you have though, because my hair type, it's really easy for a brush to get through. Um, although I guess it matters how mad I made it, but typically it's easy to have a brush go through. But other people, can't have a brush run through so easily, but it prevents you from getting as much damage from the hairbrush, um, which is definitely I used to use when I was younger because my mom would I yank my hair, and I mean, just like a moment ago, I still have that habit of doing that. But I will say, my mother doing that gave me a good scalp. Like, oh, and she denies it too. It's kind of funny. Um, I remember me and my siblings were talking. We were like, Mom, remember when we were younger, you used to like quickly brush our hair and yeah. She was so mad. And she's like, that never happened. You guys are conspiratizing against me. And I'm sitting there like, it's funny though. Like, and a lot of my friends have been through the same thing with their parents. So there's that, oh my gosh. I'm shocked I'm not bald with how much hair falls out of my scalp on a daily basis. I should start putting this on a piece of tape. Just stick the piece of tape on my wall and brush. Like, how nice would that be? Like, look at that. Woo! Alright. Well, look. Brush it out, and bam! Got a couple of strands. Oh, it literally looks like I'm playing with air. You guys can't even tell. Let me put that right there. Um, but I also like going through and like pulling out dead hair after I'm done brushing my hair. Just kind of like scooping, because then it's not gonna get tangled in that hair as easily. Um, and make me have a ton of knots. And I know what you're sitting there like, the hairbrush should be doing that. The hairbrush can't always get everything. Um, and or the hair just gets stuck in your hair when the brush is going through. Or any hair that was sitting on the brush beforehand could get stuck when it's going through. So there is that. And it's usually not a lot of hair. Like sometimes I do pull out like grips together, but if I'm brushing aggressively like I did just a moment ago, I'm more likely because breakage and damage and all that. So there is that. Oh my gosh. There we go. Sorry, I can talk about my hair all day. I love talking about my hair care because my hairstylist says I have really healthy hair, which is crazy because when I was younger, um, granted, it's all grown out since then, but I used to put splat in my hair, and so I thought my hair follicles were ruined. Don't put splat on your hair. It's bad for your hair. Do not, do not, do not. I am no professional, but anytime I tell a professional I put splat in my hair and manic panic, it's like they see a ghost. They're like, your hair should not be this healthy. And I'm like, well, technically it was years ago. And they're like, don't ever do that again. And I'm like, okay. Uh, Now I did decide, and I actually still have growth from this. I think it's more, wait, let me think. So I've had this much hair grow in about a half a year. So, yeah, okay, so it's probably around this stuff where all the curly stuff is happening. It's not really curly, it's wavy. But, um, so I bleached my hair with, and the thing was, so the first day I bleached it twice, maybe three times, for 30 minutes each. Yeah, yeah. And I went, it's not blonde enough because it had like a yellow on it. So I used some toner and then I let it sit for a day. And then I bleached again for another 30 minutes. Did a toner, did a deep conditioning wash, two deep conditioning washes, left it for about a day and a half, and bleached my hair again. I should have been bald. There is no reason why I should not be bald right now. Because when I was doing it at home, um, although I am going to be entirely honest, I don't think I did the mixture right. I think I misread the label and how much mixture I was supposed to put in. So I think I actually didn't do that much to my hair, and that's why it wasn't lightening as fast as I wanted it to, because I don't think it was working. Um, I was using some like developer, like some volume developer toner and something else because I was supposed to put that in the developer. Um, and I think I only put like the smallest amount because it was in this tiny tube, and I was like, I'm gonna run out. So I think I didn't fully activate the bleach, which, thank goodness for my hair, my follicles, because I slapped that stuff. Now I did when I put it on, I left my roots, and I left about that much for roots. Um, and I put that on like at the 15-minute mark. Um, and no, my hair did not bleach evenly before you asked, because the thing is, so my hair is probably about here. So it was a little bit shorter, like it was around to my shoulders, um, at the time. And, but my hair, I still had a lot of hair, and I had a lot of ground to cover by myself in the one bathroom in our house. So it means people kept interrupting me every like 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, I was in the bathroom like all day. Um, and then I was sitting there in this cramped bathroom, dyeing my hair, and I had to step out every once in a while because we had mold and it was like affecting my lungs. So then I had to open up a window And then it started raining, or maybe it was snowing. It was one of the two. Either way, it started getting wet out. And I was like, oh shoot. So that was fun. Don't ever bleach your own hair, especially by yourself. I could have gotten a chemical burn, and I'm pretty sure I did because for a while, like wait, it was like right here. A splotch of bleach had fallen there, and I had this like red, kind of like bumpy spot on my head, and but it wasn't quite a blister, if that makes sense. But it could have been mistaken as one. Um, so there's that. I think it was a chemical burn, or I think my skin was just being really sensitive. I don't know. Um, but either way, I don't really get pimples there anymore. So there's that. Do not use that as a way to stop acne. Listen, there's fantastic face care products on the market. It makes me jealous though because I have friends and they have a lethal face card and they'll look at me and they'll go, why are you using face wash? And I sat there and I'm like, I've been here. I've had acne since fourth grade, and you only had acne for 1 year of your life. I've had this since fourth grade. I was 9, and now I'm 20. I've had acne for over half my life now. Like, what? Sorry. Now, I will say it used to be really bad when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, it's gotten better because I've learned how to take care of my face. Um, I do have acne scarring though because I pop my pimples a lot. Um, on my cheekbones and everything, which is kind of, but it happens. Hey, we could do this. I'm gonna go for that spray so clean. Oh, I hope I don't get copyright for that. So if that was just muted for a second, it was because I didn't have to get. I don't think I can because it was a meme, but I'm gonna be careful. I need to be careful. I'm gonna be careful. But anyway, there is a face wash out there for you. Oh my gosh. I remember this one time, mind you, I've never been to a dermatologist. This is kind of just what my mom, like, those ads, for a certain face care brand that was everywhere in like the mid 2000s. But it was also really popularly like used in like the 90s. Um, yeah. And it was supposed to be like a cure-all, and it had like 4 to 5 steps that you were able to buy for so much money a month, and it was kind of expensive. Um, and I just sat there like, and she looked at me and she went, "Do you need that?" And I was so happy. I was like, "You're gonna buy it?" And she went, "No, not for that price." She did have 6 little mouths to feed at the time, so there's that. Like, I did sit there. I was like, "I need it. I need it." I just didn't want to deal with acne anymore. Little did I know, I would probably be dealing with it for the rest of my life. It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. I minded a lot more back then, but now I'm kind of like, eh. You know, when I was younger, I thought people noticed my acne a lot more. Granted, I did get bullied for it. I was called pizza face, the whole 9 yards. But honestly, you can't really tell if someone has acne. You really only can if it's just forming or they just popped it. I am less likely to notice a whitehead than I am a acne in general, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, take care of your skin, guys. I'm probably gonna. Oh wait, yeah, this is where I'm correcting my mistake. I realized I had like no skill building items. I was like, wait, I gotta place something down. Are evil. Anyway, sorry. I just thought that was funny because like you can see me cramming because my first thought for naming this was empty house, and I was like, okay, I gotta put something around, like anything. So we get some last minute changes because I was stressing. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off and do the outro. Alright guys, thank you all so much for coming to the end of the video, hanging out, maybe liking, maybe commenting. I don't know what you guys have done, but thank you all so much for the support and even just viewing the video. It means the entire world to me. This house was called a 4-person home, so there is that. Um, as you can find that underneath the EA Gamer Tag Wicketfred. And if you can't find it that way, I'll put details down in the description below. Alright, thank you all so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Oh, bye-bye.